right? All right. So my name is David Kushner. That's me up here in the top left-hand corner. Mark Miller is the owner of Brightline. Rory takes care of all the internal stuff. Sergio is our lead programmer. Charles does a great job on our tech support with Brock. And Craig and David run the other trading rooms. So before we get started, we have to do the disclaimer. Basically, this is telling you that we're not giving any buy, sell, or hold recommendations. We're not making any representation that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on this website. Everything we talk about here is for educational purposes only. Okay, we're not financial advisors, nor do we want to be. Okay, so who am I? My name is David Kushner. I've been trading the markets for over 20 plus years. I've traded stocks, options, futures, Forex. My background was I had an automotive parts business that I started when I was 18 years old. I had that business for over 28 years before I sold it in 2005. And then since I've been trading full time. If you have any questions, just put them in the questions box and we will answer all the questions. All right, so like most of you, you probably have a whole shelf full of indicators or hard drives full of indicators and trading systems that came with a lot of promises. I know that I do have a bunch of hard drives and disks and everything with trading systems that came with a lot of empty promises of helping me become more profitable and a more consistent trader. And I was in the same position you are, you know, and that's why you're sitting in the webinar with me. So when I saw the Money Flow Tracker webinar that Mark Sachs did, I quickly realized that his methodology isn't based around the same old indicators like everybody else teaches, but it's more based on mathematical modeling and triple and quadruple screen analysis. So we now only trade with institutional money flow. It's made me much more profitable and much more consistent of a trader. And now I'm running over a 70% win rate. This is the agenda that we're going to go through: the Money Flow Tracker software, the setups, the unbreakable rules to follow, how I trade breakouts and sidestep losing trades, and how to pass the evaluations to become a funded trader. So those who stay till the end, we have a very special discount and a bunch of additional software for those who take quick action. So look, why do some traders succeed, why other traders don't? Well, you know, in the world of trading, the difference between success and failure can be as stark as day and night, right? So let's delve into the reasons why. Lack of a trading plan. If you don't have a plan and you don't know what you're doing, then without a solid trading plan, you're like a ship without a compass, drifting aimlessly. You need to know what you're going to trade, when you're going to trade it, how you're going to trade it, your setups, your mental mindset. There's a lot of things that you have to have in your put into your trading plan. You have to have an edge, okay? Your edge is a unique advantage in the market. It could be a strategy, it could be technical analysis, it could be understanding a particular asset, you know, and traders who don't have an edge often struggle. And our edge is the Money Flow Tracker software, and you'll understand it once I get into it. The psychological challenges. And trading is very much about psychology and numbers. And the psychology is the fear and greed, the impatience, and all this can sabotage the best strategies. So developing a mental resilience and emotional discipline is crucial. Over trading, this is a big one. You know, over trading, revenge trading, you know, not following your rules, you know, all these things, and not adapting to markets. You know, markets change. We go through changes and periods in the markets where the markets get trending for a while and they get choppy, trending for a while and they get choppy. And you got to be able to change with those, you know, with the markets. You have to be able to adapt, you know? So remember, trading success isn't guaranteed, but understanding these pitfalls can improve your odds. All right, so look, you need 4 things to create trading success. The first thing you need is software to provide you with a competitive edge over all other traders. If everybody traded the same method, nobody would make money, you know? So you have to have a competitive edge. And that edge for us is the direction of money flow. Now, when I talk about money flow, every time I talk about order flow, money flow, institutional order, we're talking about institutional money flow, okay, not retail money flow. The third thing, you need etched in stone rules, you know, and this will eliminate discretion. We trade in the trading room and we follow the rules. And we get a setup, we take the trade. Period. Today, we didn't take any trades. Why? Because the markets were choppy, non-trending, range-bound, and just all over the place. So we had no setups. So we did not take any trades today. And patience. The biggest one, patience. You have to have patience and discipline if you want to be a successful trader. So I'm going to break down the system in detail, but let me show you a few trades. This was a trade we did on an option trade on AMC. You could trade the option, you could trade the stock. Here's another trade on GME, 188%. Here's a trade that I took on 30-year bonds for 41 ticks at 31.25 a tick. Here's a trade on the euro. Okay, I don't like to show a bunch of charts of trades that we took and this and that. I just like to get into the meat and potatoes of the system, get you to understand it, understand what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how we're doing it. So look, it's likely you have a problem making money. I mean, look, you wouldn't be here if you were making money every day, right? I thought the same thing 2.5 years ago. You know, I was at my wit's end. I was getting ready to just call it quits. And then I saw the webinar that Mark did. So, you know, I jumped in and it's been the best thing I've ever done. So look, why do you have a problem making money? You don't have the proper tools to manage your trades. You overtrade, you revenge trade, you make impulsive decisions, you lack consistency, you trade with indicators that lag price, you lack a mathematical proven trade methodology, and all these things lead to blowing up trading accounts. Right? So my commitment to you today is to bring this to an end. Just stop, bring it to an end, stop it. All right. But you know, look, it's a well-known fact that 95 to 98% of traders go broke. Right? Why? Because they follow the same old things that everybody teaches for hundreds of years. Price action, MACD, Elliott wave, divergence, price patterns, Fibonacci's. None of these things have any future predictive properties. Now, I am not saying that the money flow tracker can predict the future, you know, but we have high probability setups that work a high percentage of the time. So look, Mark Sachs, you know, he was the engineer the guy that engineered the software and the trade methodology. He had over 15 plus years in the field of applied mathematics. He did work for the US Navy, for the Army, a couple other big companies I forget, you know. You know, you've never seen a software like this because it's unique. And we have over 500 traders between the 3 trading rooms, and we all trade shoulder to shoulder every day. So before we get started, I want to show you my trade journal. This is my personal trades journal, and I'll probably have to log back in. I figured so. Okay, let me go ahead and get this back up here. All right. So this is a program that I use. I've been using it for a while now. And what this does is every day, at the end of the day, I do my trade performance. I download all my reports into a Excel spreadsheet, and this was today's, right? And then I upload them from here, and they bring all my trades from NinjaTrader, even the trade IDs. These are all the NinjaTrader trade IDs. So every day, I download all my trades, I put them in this program, and look, for the month, we're at 80% win rate. For the year, we're at a 77% win rate. But look at our profit factor, 5.86. Right? This is what we did so far this year. January and February were kind of slow. March, we are already, last week we did $5,938 last week. So far this week, we're only up 676. But we don't trade every day. If you look back in February, look at these days that there's no trades. No trades. Why? Because we didn't have setups. And if we don't have setups, we don't take trades. And why is that? Because look at it this way. If we would have traded these days, the high probability chance they would have been losing days. But since we didn't have any setups and we didn't take any trades, we protected our capital. Okay. This is our equity curve for this year. Look at my equity curve for 2023. Let's see. Look at the equity curve for 2023. Okay. So, we, like to be able to, let's see, March. Last week we had one day we did $2,900. All right. So this is pretty much, here's setup performance by the day over this year. Look how many winning days we've had and look how many few losing days we've had. But we've had a lot of days we haven't traded. All right, so I don't want to spend too much time on that. I just wanted to be transparent and show you my trade journal and what I've been doing pretty much on a consistent basis. So look, what do the markets consist of? Markets consist of many small retail traders and one or more large institutional trader. So since we already know that 95 to 98% of retail traders lose money, why would you want to trade along with them? Don't you think it's better to trade when the institutions are stepping in the market than when the retail traders are battling it out between themselves? So look, the Money Flow Tracker software has 3 key metrics. Triple screen assessment of correlative markets using our AI, triple screen assessment of order flow, and triple screen assessment of the Laguerre for momentum. So what do I mean by triple screen assessment? Triple screen assessment is 3 time frame in agreement, right? So what we do is, let's say you're trading a 2-minute, everything is a multiple of 3. So 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 3 is 18. That's your 3 time frames. We trade with Renko bars, so we use range bars. Unirenko, so we use range bars as our higher time frames. So the previous slide, I just wanted to show you, this is how our charts are displayed, our indicators. There's no interpretation. It's either red or green, dark green, a green background or a dark pink background. Very easy to learn, very easy to understand. So look, the first most powerful force is triple screen assessment of order flow. Because if you don't have order flow, you really have no orders moving, right? So when I say order flow, first thing people think about is these candles with the numbers to the right, to the left, the bottom, inside, outside, upside down. It's virtually impossible for you to make good trading decisions on this information. So what we did is we took it one step further. And I'm going to pull over a chart, right? This happens to be a chart of MNQ. So instead of using all those numbers, what we did was we took the delta of each candle and we colored the outside outline of the candle. So for instance, make this a little bigger. This candle has more buyers than sellers in this candle. And that's the way I interpret it. I don't care about deltas or schmeltas or whatever. I'm looking at there's more buyers than sellers in this candle, and this candle, and this candle. There's more sellers than buyers in this candle and this candle. Okay, so we don't need all those numbers. All that information is being crunched in the background, and the outline of the candle is telling us the order flow. Right? So when we say triple screen assessment of order flow, we want to see on the highest time frame, the mid time frame, and your trading time frame, order flow going in the same direction. Right? And I already showed you that we put them in the line graph charts. Right? So I did have a screenshot of these. Okay, the second most powerful force that moves price is triple screen assessment of the LIQUIDITY. And we also use our hybrid candles with the wicks inside. So the hybrid candles, so as you know, Renko bars don't show wicks. They just show the body of the bar. But we needed to know the price action in the bar. So when you have a bar that closes and the wick opens and closes from the previous bars closed and the previous bars closed and the previous bars closed and the previous bars closed, and then this one pulled all the way back, we need to know that information because we use that. All right. When you have small wicks, you have momentum. But the triple screen assessment of the LIQUIDITY is the same thing as the order flow. You want to have momentum on your 3 time frames: your higher, your mid, and your trading chart. Right. The next thing we did was we created the modified LIQUIDITY. Okay, and what we did, we took all these indicators, we added an algorithm, and we developed the modified LIQUIDITY oscillator. Now, the modified LIQUIDITY is an oscillator, but it doesn't show divergence or any other things like other oscillators. It shows strength of trend, right? So if you look at this, when this crosses below 20, this will be, this will be red. When it crosses above and is slanting up, it will be lime green. And when it crosses above 80, it will turn dark green. And if it crosses below and is slanting down, it will be orange. Okay? So we want it to be pinned at either 100 or at 0, so we get our acceleration dots. This is all part of the system. This is building up into the whole system. I'm taking it piece by piece, and then we're going to put it all together. All right? Now we'll talk about our quant lines using our AI. Years back, it used to call it a neural network. AI used to be called a neural network. And that's the third most powerful force that moves price. Why? Well, our quant lines are looking at 28 market components, and they're examined by our AI system for correlation. Now, most traders know about correlation. Most traders don't pay any attention to correlation, but they don't realize that it's a very powerful, right? If the euro currency is going up, wouldn't it be beneficial to know that the pound, the yen, the Australian, all the other currencies are going in the same direction? That's like saying, okay, if ES is going up, you want to see NQ, RTY, and YM going up also. Okay, that's powerful. It means that the markets are being bought up or sold off all together. And most people know about it, but most people don't pay any attention to it. It's like the old saying, a rising tide floats all boats. Well, it's kind of the same way in trading. If all the markets are correlated and going up together, you have a very powerful condition in the markets. So we took it one step further and we added what we call our C2 indicator, which brings in a 4th time frame. for even higher probability setups. And I really believe that the C2 indicator is the thing that has kept us out of a lot of losing trades over the years. So basically, we just took 3 times 18, and that would be your higher time frame. We take 3 times 13, that would be our higher time frame, right? So the C2 indicator is displayed by this stair-stepping line. So let's put it all together. The money flow tracker systems, the rules, and the setups. Any questions? Any questions at all yet? You guys are really quiet. Okay, that means you're listening to me, I hope. All right, so the rules and the setups. Now, if you can follow these easy to follow rules, you should have very high probability trades. Now, I cannot guarantee anything. Sometimes the markets have days where they just don't follow through. It happens. It's called trading. You know, it's called trading. You have to be able to understand and be able to accept your losing trades along with your winning trades. Okay. You know what? Let me go back. The quants are the top 2 lines, but I'm going to get into that. Okay. So here are the rules. The colored background, either green or dark pink. That gives us 3 time frames in agreement. The next rule, the C2 indicator brings in the 4th time frame. You must have that. What happened to my picture here? And what happened to the rest of my slides? I had everything here set up. All right, I'm just gonna have to do this way then. I have no idea what happened to all my slides. You know what? I can do it this way. Let me do this way. 1 second. I looked at this earlier and let's see. I can do it from my other presentation. They're just the screenshots of the rules. So let me just go ahead and scroll down here. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, so 3 time frames in agreement, the colored background. The C2 indicator. The trend line, the solid line has to be above the dot dash line. If you have a pivot or higher time frame support or resistance or the VWAP or anything in the way, it must break that pivot by 3/4 of a candle, and then you have to have a pullback candle to get in the trade. Okay. Let's see. The quants. Your quants must be either both green or both red. Your multiple time frame Laguerre must be either green or red. Right? Your modified Laguerre must be pinned at 100 or 0 for the acceleration dots. Here's the trade setup. Here was the result. 63 ticks equals $630 per contract. Now we exit the trade when the 15, the dot dash line, changes. Let me see, insert. Let me see here, draw, pen. When this 15 changes from green to yellow or green to red. Those are the rules. Okay, so let me go ahead and get rid of this. And let me go back to here where I left off. Oh, this is really weird. I don't understand this. Let me see, where is it? Where are my slides here? Sorry about that. Okay, here, I did have the slides. Resume slideshow. I don't know why the slides aren't showing right. I'll have to fix this. Okay. All right, so I showed you the rules. Okay, so look, trading with the money flow tracker rules will keep you out of choppy, non-trending markets. Okay, which market, non-trending markets, which usually lead to a lot of losses. And that's where most traders lose money. They think because they're sitting here in front of their computer and all morning that they have to push that button and they have to do something. And that's not true. And that's not being a successful trader. Successful traders wait, stalk their setups. When you see something that might be setting up, you watch it and you watch it. And if it sets up, you take the trade. And if you don't have a setup, you don't take the trade. It's okay not to trade every day. I'm really lost for words because this slideshow is just, I have no idea what's going on here. It's like nothing is working here. I'm going to close this and reopen it. It's the only thing I can do. I hate when this happens. Here we go. All right, let me go down here. I checked this whole slideshow. See, now my slides are fine. All right, so we can keep going. I didn't ever really need it. So look, here's a trade that I took on CL for 55 ticks. First profit target, 10 ticks. Second profit target was 55 ticks, equals $650. The money flow, oh, let me go ahead and make this full screen. Okay. Okay, here we go. So look, the money flow tracker software gives you clear and exact entry prices, clear and exact exits, and you get all the ATMs that we have optimized for each market. So look, I'm going to teach you how I trade breakouts with the money flow tracker. I call it the pullback and go strategy. We sidestepped this morning, I think 3 trades that we had set up that never followed through. We never got into trades, so we didn't really worry about it. All right, so here are the rules. Here's the pullback and go strategy. And let me get my pen here because I need to be able to draw on here. All right, so look, the market's coming down, right? It breaks the pivot. This is a half a candle. This is the 3/4 candle right here. It's a 3/4, broke the pivot by 3/4. Here's the pullback candle. So why do we wait for a pullback candle? Well, let's say the market's coming down, it breaks, right? And then it all of a sudden decides to go like this. Well, as soon as this candle pulls back to about half the candle, that's when we place our order to sell on down close. And it places our order 1 tick below the low of the candle. So if this turns around and goes up, we never get filled. And if this candle closes up, the order automatically gets canceled, right? So this has saved us a lot, did I say a lot, of losing trades on false breakouts. Here's a trade. Here's my market, as a matter of fact. Broke by 3/4 a candle, got the pullback candle, placed the order, profit target 1, 2. Here's another one on crude oil. Here's 2 on the Canadian dollar. All right. What's a pivot? A pivot is an area where the market has turned around from. Okay, Venkat. All right, so now we're going to talk about the money flow tracker auto trader. So what does the auto trader do? The auto trader follows the rules, period. It's set up that it will not take a trade into a pivot. It has to wait for 3/4 of a candle to break the pivot. Now we only trade the auto trader on MNQ, and we use a 24 Renko bar on it, a very large Renko bar. And why do we do that? It's because you have to have a good trend in place. If you have a good trend in place, you'll make money. It won't take trades in choppy markets, and it won't trade into pivots, VWAP, any of that other stuff. And it follows the rules. Colored background, C2 indicator, quants all green, modified Laguerre pinned at 100, so we got our acceleration dots, 704 ticks. Here's one, 665 ticks. Here's another trade, 1,016 ticks. This was in the market from, like, say 9:30 till 1:30 in the afternoon. Here's another trade, 792 ticks. This is what the strategy looks like. We want the C2. We want the Laguerre signal. We want the modified Laguerre signal, red, green, orange, or lime. I don't keep it on red or green. I don't use orange or lime. We want to see the 15 in red or green, the 50 red or green, right? We use what we call the MA diff. So that's how far is the market away from the 50. If the MA diff is too high, it won't take the trade. We want it to clear pivots. We want it to clear higher time frame support and resistance. We want the quants red or green. So it's really, you're just mapping out the rules that I just went through in the auto trader. Here is a trade that I took on the auto trader. Now I got in this trade, it hit my first profit target fairly quickly. I said, I want to record this trade. So I turned on my recording, it already hit my first profit target, right? I'm going to fast forward. So look, this trade is up 312 ticks, 311 ticks, keep going, 400, 520, 400, 503, and there we are, we're out at 570 ticks. And this was taken by the auto trader. I didn't touch it. First profit target is 80 ticks. Once your first profit target, stop goes to break even. Okay. This was the performance reports. I don't know where that slide came from. All right, so I don't know what that slide is. I have to take that out of there. Okay. Do you keep moving the last target up? I moved my stop up. I traded a little differently, but we have lots of people that still work. They have jobs. They bought the subscription just for the auto trader. Because if you look at this auto trader, let's see, here's the settings. If you look at the auto trader, these are all the settings. You can set it to go on. Start hours, so you can say I want it to start at 9:30 and stop at 3:45. Say don't take any more trades after 3:45. You can set your profit parameters. So what they do is they set $1,000 profit, or maybe they set $500 profit, and maybe they set $250 loss. So if it makes $500, it won't trade again. If it loses 250, it won't trade again. If you scroll down to the bottom, I trade on prop accounts, so you have to be out before the end of the day. We trade. It will it will exit the session after 3,630 seconds. That's one trading day. That's like 5 minutes before the market, couple minutes before the market closes. Right? So, how to pass the evaluations. Very easy. Focus on the process, don't focus on the carrot. Focus on trading well. Focus on your rules. Focus on your plan. Don't focus on how much money you're going to make. That is the worst thing that you can do. You know that most professional traders are only 40% on the average, between 30 and 40% win-loss rate, right? I mean, what do they focus on? They focus on their losses. They don't focus on their winners. They manage their losses. They manage their account, okay? When you focus on the money part, how much you're going to make or how much you're going to lose, you can't trade well. You have to trade well, okay? If you trade well, the profits will take care of themselves. Look, challenges, evaluations, whatever they call them, are designed to make you fail because of parameters that they put in place, like how many trading days to pass, the trailing drawdown, that's the biggest one why most people fail, is the trailing drawdown. If you worry about these things, you're going to cause sloppy trading. You're going to end up doing revenge trading. You're going to end up doing impulse trading, and you're going to have more stress than you really need to have when you're trading. When we trade in the room every morning, I have no stress. Honestly, I have no stress. I take a trade. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I have my max loss for the day and my max profit for the day. And if I hit one of those, I'm done trading for the day. I'll go to sim. So look, if you think, you go to Apex Trader Funding or Lilu or Blue Knox or one of these companies, and you go ahead, I'm signing up for a $50,000 account. Well, you think you're trading a $50,000 account. You're not. You're not trading a $50,000 account. You're trading a $2,500 account, your drawdown. You're trading your drawdown. All right. If you let's say you get a brand new account, and you take a trade and you're up $1,000, and then you let it come all the way back and you only take 500 of that 1,000, you just took $500 off of your drawdown. So I don't risk any more than 10% of my drawdown on any one trade, which on NQ, we trade micros, because if I traded, we use a 40 tick stop. On NQ, you have to use a larger stop, and I would go over 250. 40 ticks is $200 per contract with $400 risk. So I use micros, and I keep within my risk trade parameter. Look, your risk reward, your win rate versus risk reward. If you're not at least 40% win rate with a 2-to-1, you're not making money. We're over 60%, so I don't really care about the win rate versus risk reward. But this is why professional traders make so much money, is because if they're 40%, they're not going for 2-to-1. They're doing 3-to-1, 4-to-1, and 5-to-1s. But they cut their trades off really quick. And I hate the saying, cut your losers short, let your winners run. I hate that saying, but you have to cut your losers quick. And that's why we use stop losses. All right. So rather than avoid risk, take intelligent risk. And this will give you that competitive edge that you need. That mouse, he's going to get that cheese. But if this thing hits him in the head, he's got a hard hat on. So he's got competitive edge. So what is trading success? Financial freedom. No financial pressure. You work from home. You have no boss. You have no commute. And you have the advantages of being a full-time trader, which means if you want to trade 2-3 hours in the morning and take the rest of the day off, you don't have to ask not one person anything. If you don't feel like trading one day, and you want to take the day off and go do something else and take a day away from the markets, which I think is a great thing to do every so often, then you don't have to ask anybody. You have that advantage. So look, let's get into what you're waiting for. The most powerful software and trading methodology is now available to the small retail trader. And I'm going to change that slide because I don't consider myself a small retail trader. When people ask me what I do, I tell them I'm an institutional trader. Why? Because I don't trade with the retail trader. I only trade with institutional traders. So look, now you have two choices. Your first option would be, if you're making money and you're doing well, God bless you, continue on your current path. But from the poll that I took in the beginning, most of you, aren't doing well and are probably getting chopped up by the markets, and if you take action today, you can join the thousands of traders that we work with 4 hours plus or minus a day. Some days I get my first trade and I'm done for the day by 9 o'clock, 9:30, 9:45, sometimes 10 o'clock. So look, the money flow tracker software, very easy to learn. You get all the workspaces, perfect for beginners. Sometimes I wish I was a beginner. Perfect for any account size. We have people that just trade micros and they're perfectly happy with that. They make themselves 100, 150 bucks a day or whatever, and they're perfectly happy with that. You can use this for futures, stocks, options, Forex. All right, so look, we put together a special package for the first 10 traders to come on board today. You're going to get some very powerful additional software, like the market analyzer, which is a $9.99 value. Now, I have my market analyzer set up here. I don't have the whole thing set up right now, but what it does is, well, you know what? I think what I'll do is I'll just load my template since I already have all the markets set up, and I'll explain to you what it does. So look, we have different bar sizes across the top, and we trade certain markets on certain bar sizes. So when you get, let's say like on CL, we trade at 2,510. When this is green or red, it doesn't mean that we have a trade. It means we need to go look at it. Go look at the market, go look at it and see what we have. That's what it's telling you. So you get the market analyzer, which is a $9.99 value. You get that as part of your package. You'll get the NDT, which this is what we use to place our orders. See, buy on up close, sell on down close, close on down close, close on up close. You put your ATMs in here, you link it to your account. This is a $14.99 value. You get that part of our package. The Masterclass series, which are really good series on futures, Forex, stocks, and options. You get 1 month in my trading room as part of your package. Now, there was a study done by Dr. Vincent Victor Allen, and in his study, he reviewed more than 225 trading websites and evaluated them using several factors, including transparency, proven track record, and assistant traders with educational materials and online support. And we came out on top. And this was published in Traders World and Stock and Commodity Magazine. So look, this is the package that we put together today. You're going to get all those bonuses that I just talked about. We're doing a 50% off sale on a monthly subscription, right? Normally $24.97. We're doing half price, $11.97. Or if you want to do a license for the software, we're doing 50% off our lifetime license is $29.99. We're also, this is not right, and I don't know why. I checked this. This slide is not right, and I can't change it. Let me see if the other one's right, because I can't do this again. Yeah, this slide is right. Let's go ahead and fix this real quick. Sorry about that. something was not right there, and I don't know why. Okay. All right. So we're doing a monthly subscription. It was normally $597. We're giving $200 off. It'll be $397. And you're going to get all these bonuses. The Auto Trader, which is normally $29.97. The NDT execution platform, the market scanner, 1 month in my trading room, the tutorial videos, and you're going to get your software installed by Mr. Charles, our main guy, tech guy. He is amazing. He will install your software, get you all set up to go. So all you need to do is watch the training and show up in the room. All right. So let's keep going, and let me make this full screen again. I just don't understand PowerPoint sometimes. It does weird things. Okay. And I'm going to give you also the money flow tracker minute swing templates if you want to be a swing trader. So look, I'm going to make a commitment to everybody. So when you subscribe to the money flow tracker software, is to help you become a successful trader. Look, I'm not sitting there with you pushing the buttons. Okay. I call out the trades that I'm taking. All right. So if you take trades that aren't qualified trades, that's not my fault. And they don't work, that's not my fault. So look, remember, if you're not successful, it's not your fault. Again, if you're not successful, it really is not your fault. You're just not using the right tools. All right. It's like trying to pound a nail with a screwdriver. Yeah, if you sit there long enough, eventually you'll get that nail in. But if you use the right tools, a couple of shots and it's done. Look, the money flow tracker software is totally unique and will give you that edge to trade with institutional order flow. So again, my commitment to you is not just to teach you about how to read the setups. Look, I could teach a 5-year-old to read the setups, but it's to help you develop that mental mindset you must have in order to achieve financial independence. So if you look in your GoToWebinar chat box, there's a link. Oh, Rory put it already in there. And I'm gonna pull this over here. And all you need to do is go down to the bottom. If you want to do the monthly, the yearly, or you want to do the lifetime, let's say you want to do the yearly, just click on it. You don't need a coupon code, it applied it automatically. And you see $11.97. And then next year, why did that go? And then next year, we're going to renew it also at $11.97. So for 2 years, you're going to get 50% off each year. So all you need to do is use that link, or if you want, you can just go to rightlinetrading.com, click on Trading Systems, scroll down here to Money Flow Tracker. Where is it? Oh, right here, Money Flow Tracker. Click on it, and it brings you to that same page. And just click on whichever subscription you want. Okay, what I can do is I will copy this link and I will put it in the questions box and send it to everybody. So all you have to do is copy and paste that link. Or you can leave your name and your phone number in the questions box. If you have more questions, you would like to talk with us first, just put your name and your phone number in the questions box, and either myself or Rory will give you a call after the webinar or whenever is good for you. The room is open from 9 o'clock till 11:30, 12 normally. I'm sure it will probably be the same, Brian, but I'm not sure. Yes, Eastern time. So if you're interested and you want to talk to us, put your name and your phone number in the questions box, and we will call you and you can ask as many questions as you'd like. So look, we know that 95 to 98% of retail traders and swing traders lose money, right? This is the retail trader just taking his money and flushing it, but not our traders. Our traders are making money. Why? Because when the institutions are taking the money from the retail traders, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? This guy or this guy? Right? We're trading with this guy. This is the guy that's making money. We're trading on his coattails. Right? So again, 1 year, you can get the software for a yearly subscription at 50% off is $11.97, and that will be for this year and next year. You can do the lifetime if you're interested in a lifetime is $29.99. That is also 50% off. And we're giving a $200 discount on the monthly subscription. And these expire at midnight. And you're going to get the Auto Trader. You're going to get the NDT platform. You're going to get the market scanner. You're going to get a month in my trading room. You're going to get all the training tutorials. And Charles is going to install your software for you. And you're going to get the money flow tracker, minute, and swing trade templates. That's really less than $100 a month. How many of you lost $100 a month this week already? Come on, be honest. Me. Sound like the Three Stooges. Me. Anyway, look, we've had lots of people that come aboard with us, and they have really been learning so much and just realize the system is so easy to learn. And really, if you follow the rules, you know, it's unbelievable. So look, this is a video, I don't know, there's probably 20 or 30 testimonials on here, but I wanted to stop it on this one here because this woman was in a webinar just like you are. And she listened to the webinar and she contacted Mark and she said, listen, I don't know anything about trading. Nothing, zero, not even what a tick is, nothing. And she said, Mark taught me things. Mark took her under his wing. He sat her down, explained the software, sat her down and said, look, when you have this, this, and this, you push this button. When you have this, this, and this, you push that button. And that's all she did for 3 months. Now she's a 6-figure trader and she does not trade every day either. And she trades with the money flow tracker. All right, so how much is the room? I believe it's 147 or 120. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. I think it's one. Let me ask Rory. I'm not 100% sure. See if we'll answer if he's here. Okay, so this was a testimonial done from a guy, David, that's in the trading room, and he was in a webinar. The trading room is from 9 o'clock in the morning till 11:30, 12 o'clock. All right. The software works on NinjaTrader. All right, so this was a guy, his name's David. He was in the webinar just like you are. He sent me a message in the questions box saying, I am the world's worst trader. I've been at this for many, many years. I've never really been able to make any money. I make money, lose money, make money, lose money, spinning my wheels. Can you help me? I'm thinking of quitting, but I'm willing to take this on as my last shot. So I said, yeah, David, I can help you. So look, I'm not going to read this whole thing. I'm just going to read a little bit of it. Right? He says here, I started watching David's room every morning, learned his trading method, and more importantly, his rules for trading. We only take trades on specific setups. When we follow the rules, then the success rate is around 70%. He now has 7 accounts at Apex that are funded, and 7 accounts at Blue Knox that are slugged. And I think by now he's got 10 of each, right? So look, his methodology, this is his mindset. He says, the money flow tracker software, along with my methodology, allows him to act like a robot. He uses the NDT, which allows a single push button to enter the trade when we see a correct setup, following the rules. So every day it's simple. See setup, push button, see setup, push button, see setup, push button. Okay, and this was a guy that came to me and said, I'm the world's worst trader. And he does better than me most days. Right, so here's the offer again, $11.97, 50% off, less than $100 a month. Right, you'll get, you'll get the all the bonuses. If you want to do monthly, we're giving $200 off monthly. If you want to do lifetime, we're giving 50% off lifetime also. Some people don't like to do yearly subscriptions. Some people would just like to buy the software, so we give them that option. But for less than $100 a month, you could be trading with us in the trading room. We have a great group of traders. We all work together. And, love to have you aboard. And you'll get the bonuses. All right. So if you would like to put your name and your phone number in the questions box, go ahead and do it. Rory will call you, ask you any questions, or just go to the website, do your subscription. We'll get with you. You'll make an appointment with Charles. He'll answer all your questions. He'll install your software. He'll get everything up and running for you. You don't have to do anything. All right, so let me go back here. Any questions? Any other questions? No questions. All right. How many of you guys like the webinar? What do you think of the money flow tracker software? Hey, look, I'll show you something here real quick. We're only in March, the middle of March, so I have enough data here. But let me show you what we did last year. All right, so look, I got to go back. So let me just show you something here. I'm going to use July because we didn't trade a lot in July because I was away from the 11th to the 17th, and we didn't trade on the 4th of July. So we didn't trade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 20 trading days we did not trade. Look what we did in July last year. Almost $9,000. Look at June. June was another month. I don't know, how much did we not trade in June? June, we didn't trade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. 8 days we didn't trade. And June, $9,087. So it just goes to prove to you, you don't have to trade every day. What do you think my P&L would look like if I tried to trade these days that markets were choppy, non-trending? It wouldn't look that good. It wouldn't look that good. Overall, for the year of 2023, we did a 73% win rate with a 2-to-1 risk reward average. Okay, May. What did we do in May of last year? 5,200. May was a quiet month. But, all I can say, everybody wants to be my new best friend. All right, Todd, we'll have him give you a call. Yes, Nathan, the software works with NinjaTrader 8. 2 contracts per trade. it's very difficult to make money with one contract. I mean, you can, but you know, what we do is, let's say like on NQ, you know, we use a 40 tick stop. Our first profit target is 20 ticks. Our stop goes to break even plus 1 or 2 ticks, plus 1 tick. And we leave it there. And sometimes when the markets are moving a lot, really fast, you know, I will, you know, I'll set a stop loss and I'll trail it up because I don't want, and I can set up a trailing stop in the software also. But when you take a trade on the auto trader, like here's the auto trader chart, right? We didn't have any trades on the auto trader today. I had this one trade on the auto trader yesterday. And yesterday I hit my profit target shortly after this trade, so I did not trade it again. But there's been some days where we've had some really monster moves, and it just goes crazy. But it's very difficult to watch tick by tick, the swing trade, the auto trader. It really is, because you guys know how NQ could be. You could be up 50 ticks, and the next thing, you know, you know, happens and you're down 20 ticks, and that's NQ for you. All right. So Todd, Roy can give you a call now if you want. All right. I'll have him give you a call as soon as I end the webinar. We use this on Uniranko bars. That's what we trade in the room. There are people that trade with, they want to trade with minute bars, but the Uniranko bars work really good. Okay. Okay. All right. So that's all I got. I kept it to about an hour, which for me is pretty good because I love trading and I'm very passionate about trading. And I can talk about trading a lot, but I have to keep within a certain time restraint. So if we have no more questions, I just want to thank everybody for taking out an hour of your important time to listen to my presentation. You know, one of the things that I love about the software, and I'm going to end it on this note, is it keeps me out of choppy, non-trending, crapiola markets. It keeps me out of those type of markets. And that's why we have days we don't take trades. Because if you don't have a trending market, you're going to struggle. And the software is built for trending markets. So you won't get setups if you don't have a trending market. Bill, you can install it on your laptop. I have it on my laptop. I believe they give you 2 licenses. So if you have a laptop and a desktop, I'm not 100% sure. Don't hold me to it, but I'm pretty sure. All right. Okay. Thank you again for attending this webinar. Hope to see you in the trade room soon, and take care, and God bless everybody. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.